While European carmakers brag about their luxurious supercars, they might suffer a bitter defeat in front of these American go-fast vehicles. Supercars were not invented yesterday. When it comes to the first supercar, most automotive historians will point their fingers toward the Lamborghini Miura. But some voices are stating that the Ferrari 250 GTO should wear that crown. Nevertheless, we know that the first supercar is not American. In the US, the Corvette was the car that deserves a special place in automotive history as an iconic sports car. But was it a supercar? Most probably not until the C8 hit the market. Was it the only one of its kind made in the land of the free? Definitely not. For this list, we've gathered 10 supercars that were designed and built in the US of A, a collection of vehicles that might remind detractors that when American engineering meets passion, the results might send a W16 quad-turbocharged go-fast European vehicle to retirement. Number 10. Chevrolet Corvette C806. The C8 is what Zora Arkus-Duntov wanted to do with the Corvette ever since the late 60s, and GM didn't allow it. Now, in its 8th generation, the most coveted American sports car has evolved into a true supercar able to keep up with most competitors in terms of performance but outpace them in terms of price. With its beautifully shaped bodywork that still resembles the front fascia of a Corvette and the mid-mounted engine, the Z06 C8 proves to be a true track-oriented supercar but still able to roam the streets in comfort. Moreover, the cheap plastic parts from former generations are gone, and only upscale materials now adorn the cabin. This V8 engine with a capacity of 5,500 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 670 horsepower with 460 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $106,395. Number 9. Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus SCG004S. You'll most likely spend more time spelling this car's name than it will need to reach 60 miles per hour from a dig. This is the Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus SCG004S. A supercar made in Connecticut and launched in 2017 after the Glickenhaus SCG003S. The car manufacturer bragged about it being developed in Germany on the famous Nürburgring racetrack. The uniqueness of this vehicle is most pronounced in its cabin, where the driver sits in the middle, and 2 passengers can fill the side rear-mounted additional seats. Glickenhaus took this idea from the McLaren F1 supercar from the 90s. Since it's easy to find powerful engines in the US, the car manufacturer sourced a GM LT4 supercharged unit and paired it with an Italian 6-speed manual. This V8 engine with a capacity of 6,200 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 646 horsepower with 630 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $460,000. Number 8. Falcon F7. In January 2012, Falcon Motorsports unveiled the F7 at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit, and the world stood still. It looked like a car made in someone's garage. It was not entirely true, but it was close. Falcon Motorsports assembled the model designed by the American engineer Jeff Lemke with many off-the-shelf parts. Some suspension components came from the Corvette, and the engine was GM's LS7 tuned by Lincoln Felder. Moreover, the sound system was a Kenwood anyone could get from Best Buy, and the seats were also aftermarket from various suppliers. However, the bodywork was handmade by Jeff, who specialized in doing this by manufacturing body parts for Dodge Viper and other cars. The car was built in just 7 units, hence the 7 on the nameplate, and then production stopped. But the automaker still has its website up and running, and we might hear other news from it. Fingers crossed. This V8 engine with a capacity of 7,000 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 670 horsepower and 585 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $250,000. Number 7. 2017 Ford GT. After successfully introducing the GT in 2004, Ford took another step and launched a second generation of that nameplate in 2016, offering more power and performance for its customers. While the 2004 model was designed to be a street vehicle with enough comfort and amenities, the second generation aimed for true performance. It was literally developed with FIA GT1 regulations in mind and then adapted to the road. As a result, the car became a track weapon in terms of performance and handling. The new GT's design easily puts it among the most beautiful supercars in the world. Ford targeted deep-pocket customers with this car. Moreover, the GT proved to be a worthy investment. It was not just successful but also appreciated by many critics worldwide. This V6 engine with a capacity of 3,500 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 660 horsepower and 550 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $450,000. Number 6. Vector W8. The story of American supercars starts with this, the 1989 Vector W8. Unfortunately, this first example is not something to write home about. Even if it had the power and performance to stand against European competitors, it lacked in so many other areas that its fate was sealed from the moment it came out from its factory in Wilmington, California. The design could have been better and more inspired. Its flat panels and wedged shapes came straight from the 70s design schools, and not the good ones. Still, the W8 had its perks. The bodywork was a mix of Kevlar, carbon fiber, and aluminum parts bonded and riveted together to form a monocoque chassis. Its twin-turbocharged V8 produced 170 more ponies than the Ferrari F40, and inside the cockpit, there were military-inspired elements, such as a black and yellow screen carried over from an American fighter jet. Even though the Vector W8 flopped spectacularly, it deserves a place on this list. This V8 engine with a capacity of 6,000 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 650 horsepower and 649 pounds-to-foot torque. This car has an original price, $250,000. Number 5. Celine S7 Twin Turbo. Steve Celine was already making money with his company by tuning Mustangs and other Ford vehicles. But his dream was to make a true American supercar, so he developed the S7 from scratch and launched it in 2000. The original model had a 7.0-liter Ford Windsor engine, but that was changed in 2005 when Celine added a pair of turbochargers to it, and the result was a genuine, hardcore supercar. The California-based car manufacturer made over 100 units of the S7, and few people recognized its merits. Still, its customers were pleased with the results. Even the naturally aspirated version of the S7, which produced 550 horsepower, was very fast for those times. But the twin-turbocharged S7 proved that Americans can make supercars just as capable as anyone else on the planet if they want. This V8 engine with a capacity of 7,000 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 750 horsepower and torque of 700 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $555,000. Number 4. Zinger 21C. Welcome to the hybrid era of supercars. Zinger dared to breach that segment and did what Koenigsegg, Ferrari, and other European brands did, employed electric motors to help the internal combustion unit. As a result, the 21C got specs that could make most other automakers yellow. The only reason why this vehicle is not on top of our list is because of its top speed. Hybrid cars may benefit from their instant torque when launched, but after 100 miles per hour, the electric motors and the batteries are just dead weight. Nevertheless, the 21C is awesome in a few ways. First of all, most of its components are 3D printed and assembled by humans or robots. And then there's the layout. Unlike most other cars, this one has two seats where the passenger sits behind the driver like in a fighter jet. The small displacement V8 engine is helped by two electric motors for the front wheels, and that's how the 21C can get such an excellent 0 to 60 miles per hour time. This V8 engine with a capacity of 2,900 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 1,233 horsepower and 550 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $2 million. Number 3. Pana's Esperante GTR1. Panos looks like it spent all its money on engineering and left just a few coins for those responsible for the design. But that doesn't really matter for a small car manufacturer that competed at the 24 Hours of Le Mans and came back appreciated. In addition, unlike any other car on this list, it features a front mid-mounted engine, so the Esperante GTR1 has an excellent weight distribution. After all, it was designed to be a race car, and then it was adapted for the roads. This V8 engine with a capacity of 6,000 cc is said to be capable of producing peak power of 600 horsepower and 500 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $890,000. Number 2. SSC Tuatara. Shelby Supercars, or SSC, put a lot of effort into creating a unique hypercar, also known as the Tuatara. Named after a nocturnal lizard native to New Zealand, the car's looks don't leave any signs of doubt that this is an incredibly fast machine. It didn't break all the records yet, but it tried. And, eventually, it might do that. But, anyway, it is faster than the Bugatti Veyron, and that's what SSC wanted to achieve in the first place. Its streamlined design and the fighter jet-inspired cockpit helped the car to some insane speeds, while the rest of the aerodynamic elements helped it achieve a perfect balanced downforce. And don't think the SSC Tuatara has a stripped-down interior, because it doesn't. It's trimmed with Alcantara and carbon fiber elements and has all the features a modern hypercar owner wants. This V8 engine with a capacity of 5,900 cc is claimed to be capable of producing peak power of 1,750 horsepower and 984 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $1.6 million. Number 1. Hennessy Venom F5. Hennessy is known for upgrading various vehicles, such as the Ram TRX or the Bronco. But John Hennessy, the company founder, had one particular dream: to create a supercar that could leave any other vehicle in the dust. So, after a few highly tuned or upgraded existing machines, the manufacturer made the Venom GT on a Lotus Elise chassis and recently released the Venom F5. It was like a refresh for the Texan automaker, who designed a unique carbon fiber monocoque construction. Hennessy used the same material for the rest of the body panels, resulting in a lightweight product. The car manufacturer didn't cheap out on the interior either, where it installed an elegant mix of carbon fiber and leather. And it's an all-American vehicle and worthy of being called hypercar royalty. This V8 engine with a capacity of 6,600 cc is claimed to be capable of producing peak power of 1,817 horsepower and 1,193 pounds-to-foot of torque. This car has an original price, $2.1 million. Those are the 10 best supercars ever made. That's enough for this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel to help us be more enthusiastic about presenting other top 10 videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.